Melody drops heavy proof after Martell crosses the line with his moves. Let's get one thing straight. This ain't your average reality TV mess. What's happening between Melody, Shari, and Martell Holt? It's not just personnel anymore. It's surgical, strategic, and absolutely explosive. While Martell's out here doing Instagram lives like he's starring in his own emotional drama series, Melody is dead silent. But don't confuse that silence with weakness. That silence is war. Now, here's what most people don't see. Melody has been playing the long game. She's not tweeting shade, she's not hopping on live to cry or clap back. She's documenting every single thing. We're talking text threads, contracts, transactions. She's got a digital vault and it's locked. Tight. And if even a fraction of what insiders are whispering is true, then Martell isn't just in trouble. He's standing on the edge of a cliff with both feet already off the ground. Martell, on the other hand, is spiraling and not quietly. He's pacing on camera, breathing heavy, ranting like the internet is his diary. Talking about how he's misunderstood, how everyone's out to get him. Like he's the main actor in a redemption arc that nobody asked for. But what makes it worse, he's still trying to control the narrative. Still trying to gaslight the public the same way he allegedly gaslit Melody for years. It's the same charm he used to flip fans and producers. It's wearing off fast. Let's back up a little because none of this chaos exploded out of nowhere. There's history here. Melody didn't just walk away from a bad relationship. He walked away from a man who was playing games on and off the screen. A man who allegedly tried to control how he looked to the world on TV, on social media, even in court. And while he kept spinning, performing, throwing up distractions like confetti, Melody watched quietly. She waited. And no, she's not reacting. She's responding with lawyers. See, what's wild is that Martell thought he could spin this again, just like he always has. Cue the rebrand. Suddenly, Ariane Curry, the long-whispered other woman, is being soft-launched into the storyline like she's some hidden treasure. Carefully lit selfies, vague captions, romantic undertones. Like we're all supposed to believe this is a love story now. Please, fans aren't stupid. They're watching the timestamps, comparing receipts, digging up DMS and old posts. They're not buying this fairy tale reboot, they're archiving the lies. And let's not ignore the timing. As the second rumors started swirling about Melody lawyering up, here comes Aaron popping up on the timeline like a well-timed distraction. It's not love, it's optics. It's damage control in a nice dress with a filtered caption. And guess what? It backfired. All it did was remind people of the affair, the betrayal, the chaos. Instead of saving Martell's image, it dragged the mess back into the spotlight. Meanwhile, Melody is doing what actually scares a man like Martell, elevating without making a sound. No clapbacks, no cryptic quotes, just brand deals, business meetings, and boardroom moves. She's out here turning trauma into legacy. And every time she levels up, Martell crumbles a little more. That's the pattern, and the fans see it. Every single time Melody posts a new win, Martell gets louder, angrier, sloppier. But what's got people really talking now? The leaks. Not vague tweets. We're talking actual receipts, alleged production. Notes, bank transfers, screenshots that are way too detailed to ignore. It's like someone kicked open the door to a secret room Martell thought he'd locked up forever. And inside, every lie, every calculated move, every moment he thought he got away with exposed. And here's the coldest part. People close to Melody say she knew about the behind-the-scenes manipulation, the image obsession, the script stretching. Stunts. But she, Martell, built his entire persona on control. Control of his image, his narrative, and everyone around him. But control doesn't last when the truth starts leaking. And these leaks, they're not just whispers. They're thunder, named messages, financial logs, emails that tell a completely different story than the polished front he's tried so hard to sell. And the more that surfaces, the clearer it becomes. This man wasn't just reacting to chaos, he was manufacturing it. Behind the scenes, insiders claim Martell was orchestrating entire moments for the cameras. Allegedly, feeding producers twisted versions of events, faking emotional breakdowns. Evan manipulating cast members to paint himself in a better light. It wasn't just performance, it was propaganda. But while he was busy writing his own script, he forgot that Melody kept the receipts. And now they're surfacing at the worst possible time. It's not just the show that's at risk. The court is watching. Word on the street is Melody's legal team has been collecting everything. Screenshots, voicemails, financial statements. And they're not building a case to embarrass Martell. They're building a case to end him quietly. Permanently, in ways that no live video or pity post can undo. And then there's the kids. That's the real heart of this war. This isn't just about old wounds. It's about protecting futures. Melody isn't just fighting for her image, fighting for her children's safety, their peace, their stability. Every public meltdown Martell has, every erratic rant is being watched, documented, evaluated, and it's shifting the perception of who's fit to lead a household. What's terrifying for Martell is that the power he used to hold on social media, in production rooms, even in court, is slipping. The same followers who once flooded his comments with heart emojis are now questioning his every word. The same producers who let him skate by on charisma are starting to distance themselves. It's not personal, it's professional survival. No brand wants to attach itself to a man whose reputation is sinking like a stone. Arian's return didn't help. In fact, it might have accelerated the collapse. Her sudden reappearance had all the markings of a PR stunt, carefully timed, vaguely emotional, and just messy enough to distract. But fans didn't fall for it. Instead of swooning, they started dragging. Old interviews resurfaced. Screenshots from years back were reposted. The whole affair was put under a microscope again. And what they found? Pure manipulation. Even Arian herself isn't walking away clean. Her attempt tour brand as the misunderstood ride or die is falling flat. Fancy the game. They know she wasn't some innocent bystander. She was complicit. She knew what she was walking into. And now that she's trying to spin her role as some kind of redemptive arc, it's not working because people remember the hurt. They remember the damage. Meanwhile, Melody is nowhere near the drama. She's not posting vague quotes or thirst traps. She's posting product launches, speaking on panels, signing deals. She's in rooms that don't care about Martell's chaos. That silence, it's terrifying to the people who built their confidence off her pain. She's not clapping back because she doesn't need to. The silence is the message. The growth is the proof. She's no longer playing on his field, she's building her own. And while Martell is out here trying to stir sympathy with stories, Melody is writing checks with contracts. Not one for the camera, one for the legacy. And the deeper this gets, the more obvious it becomes. She's already won the war he didn't even know he lost. Martell can't hide behind the charm anymore. The cracks are showing. And the people who used to ride for him, they're falling off fast. It's not just the fans. It's the insiders, the producers, the brands, the execs, the ones who once tolerated his antics because he brought in views. Now they see a liability. A man unraveling in real time, clinging to a version of himself that no longer exists. And when a man loses control like that, he starts flailing. Loudly. It's been pacing on live streams, voice shaky, eyes wild, talking in circles, claiming he's unbothered while sweating bullets. Swearing there's more to the story when no one's even asking. The problem isn't that people don't believe him, it's that they've stopped caring. His narrative ran out of gas a long time ago, and now he's stuck trying to push it uphill with no traction. Even his most loyal defenders are hitting the brakes. They see the desperation now, the panic, the unraveling. Meanwhile, Melody's power is multiplying. She doesn't speak, yet every move she makes lands like a headline. She shows up to one event, insolence, and the internet explodes. Her glopes feel intentional. Her business ventures keep stacking. She's building something Martell never saw coming. An empire that doesn't need a co-star, a future that doesn't include his last name, and the industry is watching. Word is, Melody's been in meetings with names that don't mess with drama. Big partnerships, major rooms, places Martell can't follow. Because once a woman escapes the chaos, elevates past the noise, and learns how to protect her peace, she becomes untouchable. That's where Melody is now. She's not just healed, she's dangerous. The truth is, this was never about who could scream the loudest. It's about who could endure in silence. Martell kept swinging, kept talking, kept trying to redirect the spotlight. But what he didn't realize is nobody was looking anymore because the spotlight, it moved. And it's now shining on the woman who rebuilt her life without the camera. Without the drama and without the man who tried to break her. And Arian, she's caught in the middle of a storyline she doesn't control. Every time Martell tries to use her as a shield, she inherits his chaos. She walked back into a burning house thinking it was a stage. And now she's choking on the smoke.